All right, hi, my name is Mark Clevenger. I'm with Health and Wellness Physical Therapy. I'm here today hanging out with Arian. Arian was one of our clients that had come in. She had a shoulder issue that we had rehabilitated for her. We had identified her as at risk for developing type 2 diabetes, so we kind of taught her about one of the programs that we have called Project Prevention. She was interested in the program. She still comes to our group counseling sessions where we sit down and we talk about diet and exercise. She still uses our facilities here to train and exercise. And as she's been doing this, and correct me if I'm wrong, but as you've been doing this, you have grown to like picking up weights, right? Yeah, which I think is awesome. So, and as she's gotten into the weight training aspect of it, she has decided she wants to do a powerlifting meet. She wants to train with powerlifting, which again I think is awesome. And so you've come to me and scheduled a one-on-one session with one of our therapists, myself, today, because you want to learn how to properly perform the sumo deadlift moving forward, right?
And to make sure it doesn't hurt my shoulder.
And to make sure it doesn't hurt your shoulder.
Yeah.
Bingo. So, what we're going to do, we'll start. I want to take you from where you are and get you to where we need to be, and I don't want to overcoach you. So I want you to show me how you've been doing the sumo deadlift yourself on your own. We'll make adjustments from there. Make sense?
Yeah.
All right, set it down. All right, first things first. Let's start from the ground up. With your toes, I'd like to see a toe angle, right, which is just what direction your toes are, right? I want to see a toe angle of roughly 30 degrees. I want your toes out here.
Okay.
So go ahead. You had your foot width was perfect. The toe angle, that's it. Now, when you bend over and pick this thing up, the next thing I want you to think about is driving your knees out. So I want your knees to go out like so. I don't want the knees inside the feet and toes. I want the knees in line with the feet and toes.
Okay. Where do I grab?
It's a great question. So your hands should automatically fall directly in line with your shoulders, right? So right underneath of your shoulders is where our hand placing is going to be. Set her down. By nature of doing that, the first time you did it, did you feel how much over the bar you were, right? So you were really far over the bar this way. We drove our knees out, and that got us behind the bar. That's a bingo, right? That's a plus, all right? So the next thing that we're going to do is I want to teach you how to engage your back muscles, your lats back here, right? So these muscles back here, they attach to your lower back, right? So if we get these things nice and tight, we're going to add tightness to the lower back, okay?
Okay.
What I want you to think about, because I'm throwing a whole lot at you, right? I want you to think about knees out, our hands are underneath our shoulders, okay? And I want you to imagine that you're taking your shoulder blades and you're putting them in your back pocket. That's what I want you to think about.
Okay.
Your shoulder blades go straight down into your back pockets.
Okay.
Make sense? All right. Set her down. So now what we did there is in order to get our shoulder blades into our back pockets, we overextended our back. Okay, that's not a pretty place we want to pull from. Okay. So I still want you to think shoulder blades in the pockets, but I also want you to think about locking your rib cage down to your pelvis. I want you to engage all these tummy muscles, okay, nice and tight, so that all of this shares the load with this back here. And if I'm nice and active and I'm happy here, right, I can't overextend into that bad position. So from there, I put my shoulder blades into my back pockets, and I've got tightness all the way from my upper back all the way down to my hips.
Okay.
Good. I want you to do another one. Let me see again. Good. Last thing that I want to talk about, and the last thing that I want to fix is I want you to fall into your heels as you pull.
Okay.
I don't want you to pick it up and then get back onto your heels. As soon as that bar breaks the ground, boom, I'm already into my heels. I'm pulling into my heels, I'm falling into my heels, whichever one of those thoughts is best for you, okay? Let's see it again. Bingo. Now, did you feel that time how the bar stayed in contact with your body all the way through? That's exactly what we want, okay? The further that bar away is from us, the heavier it's going to naturally feel. So that's why we want to fall into the heels, okay? So let me have you do 1 or 2 more reps on your own. Let's see how it looks. Good, do 1 more. Good job. Hey, that's a pretty good looking sumo deadlift. That's pretty good. I'd say that you picked up the cues really nicely. So with that being said, you know, we've gone over it. I've given you some tactile cues. I've shown you some ways and some things to think about while you pull and to pull safely, right? Do you have any questions for me at this point about the lift itself, which is the whole reason that you scheduled this one-on-one?
I don't think so. I think
Don't
that
think so?
felt a lot better, and my hand placement felt a lot better. I think I was going too wide before.
Okay. So what I've got for you now, I've got a home exercise program that I'm going to send you home with. Okay. This thing's got pictures on it. Okay.
Okay.
Step-by-step pictures to show you all those same cues and things that I've taught you today. All right. And it's telling you how many and how much of each exercise we should do. There's really only 2 exercises that we're adding to the exercise program you already have. With the deadlift, you'll see that picture step by step. And it's telling you that I want you to perform 3 sets of 4 to 6 repetitions with 2 to 3 minutes of rest in between sets. And that's at roughly 70% of your 1 rep max.
Okay.
Okay? Now we've talked weightlifting before, so I know that you're fluent in our lingo. And then you're gonna do some modified sumo deadlifts here, where you're just going to kind of work that hinge patterning of being behind the bar and bringing the bar back into you. Okay, now we've taught that before, and I've seen you exercise that here in the facility. But that is also the same. That is 3 sets, 4 to 6 reps, and 70% of your 1 rep max, 2 to 3 minutes of rest in between.
Okay.
Any other questions?
That's it.
All right. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.